Shavua Tov. We're about to begin the reading of the book of Leviticus, Vayikra, the book of the priests, and it's not one that many people in our generation find intriguing or relevant, and therefore I like to turn to the rabbis in Vayikra Rabbah. The book of Leviticus opens up with a very mundane word, Vayikra. Vayikra el Moshe, God called to Moses. It's not the first time he spoke to Moses, it's not the second time he spoke to Moses, and yet this is the name chosen for the central book in our Torah. The past few chapters spoke about the building of the Mishkan, and in every segment, every time they finished something, the text says, Kasher tziva Adonai et Moshe, just as God commanded Moshe. And we start the book of Vayikra, and the first word is written with a tiny little aleph. If you open up the Torah scroll, or if you're lucky enough to be a Kohen, or have the first Aliyah on Shabbat in Shul, you'll notice that the word Vayikra has a tiny, tiny aleph. So some of the commentators suggest that really what was written there was Vayikra, and it happened upon the Moshe, and the aleph was added on later. I prefer the Midrash that says that we need to pay attention to that small aleph and what it means. According to the Midrash, God saw this glorious tabernacle, the Mishkan, and he or she resided within it. And notice that Moshe, who built the Mishkan, was standing on the outside, and then God decided to call upon Moshe, Vayikra el Moshe, to come and approach the Mishkan. Other commentators look at the aleph and say that the aleph is smaller because when someone has a calling, they have to make themselves smaller. You have to diminish from yourself, take away from yourself, give from yourself in order to answer a calling. Whether it's a calling if you're a teacher, or a calling in your community, a calling for your nation. I think we're all looking around and seeing how our nations are calling for our help in these difficult times. So what I take from the word Vayikra is that in order to answer a greater calling, we need to make ourselves smaller. We need to give from ourselves in order to be a part of the larger community. Shavua Tov.